This morning, spring getting off to a destructive start in many parts of the country. Powerful winds and storms tore through several areas, with a string of possible violent tornadoes across the Midwest.
Look at the sheer destruction that was caused.
In Gary, Indiana, ripping entire roofs off of buildings.
This came out of the school.
Including a local school. Throughout the area, heavy winds uprooting trees and wreaking havoc on the roads in Illinois, where at least 8 tornadoes were reported. One driver even capturing this overturned semi on a road outside Chicago.
I see a funnel cloud over at Steger and Laraway.
I think a couple semis flipped over.
Farther west, blizzard warnings stretching from Kansas to Minnesota, creating jaw-dropping whiteouts.
There he goes, jackknife.
This big rig losing control, crashing into the median. Those powerful winds creating a dust storm in Texas so thick it blocked the sun. Some of that dust blown all the way to St. Louis. Wind gusts expected to weaken in Arkansas today, a small victory for firefighters actively battling 38 wildfires in the region, and fire risks even reaching Florida. Massive brush fires closing major roadways. The Williams family barely escaping in time.
Within minutes, we're on top of it, and the flames were very, very close to us. We were all just telling my brother, floor it, floor it.
Hey there, on this first day of spring, it's really like the battle of the seasons here in the Midwest in particular. We've had snow falling throughout the morning, and then behind me you can see tornado and storm damage. The roof of this warehouse just ripped off, draped over the side. Across Illinois last night alone, we had at least 8 reported tornadoes, and then just widespread, we had a lot of severe wind damage. A lot of roofs ripped off of buildings, including one school in Gary, Indiana. Those same winds fueling whiteout blizzard conditions a little bit farther west in places like Kansas and then all the way up into Minnesota. And then you really get down into the southwest, the winds there, we're talking about dust storms that have really kind of been blowing around, kicking up since the weekend. But now they're so thick at times, they're blocking the sun. And some of that dust, meteorologists say, have been pulled as far east as places like St. Louis and Iowa. Some reports of it mixing with snow, creating like a brown snow as it fell. At the same time, we're also watching wildfires, brush fires in places like Arkansas and then as well as Florida, where they've closed a major roadway. We talked to one family who really had to speed down that roadway to get away from the flames as they closed in. Back here in the Midwest, kind of the good news here, obviously, we haven't seen any reports of injuries tied to this latest round of storms. But suffice it to say, clearly tornado season is off and running with winter's icy grip still holding strong. Maggie, Vespa, NBC News, Steger, Illinois.